Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching the Vampire Diaries. This is episode 4 of season 8. Thanks for clicking my video today. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the series so far. I think it's really been very interesting, to be honest, in my personal opinion. I really like Sybil, is that her name? The siren that's been introduced. I think she's actually really good because she doesn't do the actions herself. She's compelling people or physically making people do them, which I think is really intriguing. It actually is fascinating, man. Like, we've seen it in the last episode, you know. She's getting inside Damon's head. She's getting inside Enzo's head. She ended up making Enzo turn off his humanity. You know, he's been fighting for the first few episodes to keep it so he can protect Bonnie. But ultimately, when it come down to it, he ended up turning it off to protect Bonnie. Because in this episode, yeah, Sybil pinned both of him and Damon against each other. She wasn't having it, you know. She said that she, pretty much she went to Salvatore house. She sat down in front of Caroline and Bonnie. She was like, look, what I don't understand is, yeah, why are they both drawn to you? You know, you've not really got any powers anymore. And I'm trying to figure out, what is it about you? Why are they so dedicated towards you? Why are they both fighting for you? And literally, what is the powers that you possess to make people draw to you? I mean, I obviously use the example with the Klaus situation that Marcel said to him in the originals, that Sybil, because she's like the person that she is, she doesn't really have any loyal followers. What she has to do is she has to make people follow her. She has to make loyalty. She has to make people actually care. Where Bonnie, all she has to do is be herself. She's a great person. People respect her and people flock to her because of obviously the nice things that she does for everybody. She puts most people before herself. This season, she's actually put herself before other people, and actually, I don't mind because everybody does that, don't they? You know, not every single person in the whole entire world will put somebody else before them. And Bonnie has done that many times in the Vampire Diaries. We've seen it. She's died loads of times. She's lost her powers loads of times. She's been to hell. She's been back. She's the anchor. She's been the huntress. She's been a lot of things. So what she had to be this episode is a decider. She had to choose. Is she going to save Damon or is she going to save Enzo? Now, as soon as the clock struck 3, I think it was, then they was in a fight till the death. Stefan was there. He obviously was Team Damon, but he wasn't actually trying to kill Enzo. He was trying to prevent Damon from killing Enzo, which is interesting. And Caroline and Bonnie, boom, they were zooming there as well to try and stop it. Caroline took the side of Enzo, while obviously Stefan, he's taking the side of Damon. Now, that could have been something that was really interesting, of clash of the new relationship, new engaged couple, but it didn't actually work like that. Stefan obviously respected Caroline doing what she thinks was best for her friend, and obviously, think of it logically, Caroline likes Bonnie more than Damon, so she's going to protect Bonnie. It makes total sense. I have no problem with that. And then obviously, when Damon was just about to kill Enzo, yeah, Bonnie was like, choose Damon to die, mate. And again, no surprise from me. Maybe last season or season before it would have been. But considering Damon went in a box, he's been missing for 3 years out of her life. She's established a romance with Enzo. He's the only person right now that she wants. She's trying to do everything to save him. It made total sense. Well, the siren, she was like, oh, well, that isn't really what I wanted, you know. I said it, she's Team Damon. She actually is. She loves him. She likes him way more than Enzo. And then what she done is, she went over, yeah. She said, look, I'm just going to tell Damon to come kill Bonnie anyway, if you don't turn your humanity off Enzo. So it's your choice what you're going to do. You're either going to save Bonnie's life, or you're both going to die. Well, he ended up turning it off, obviously, like I said, to save Bonnie, and he went and stood by the siren and Damon. Now, she said, well, I was lying, mate. Actually, we're still going to go and kill Bonnie. And she ran. They chased after her. While that was happening, obviously, we had a segment with Rick and Georgia, I think her name is, the one that's found the trident, the staff, or whatever that she believes was forging hell. And they worked out, accidentally, that if you drop it or if you bang it, it rattles the vibration. That could be a possible effect on the siren. So they ran to the scene, mate. They was jibbing. Like, Rick ran out. He tried to save the day, obviously, because he knew what was going on. He bashed it. The siren went down. They grabbed her. They stopped, obviously, Damon killing Bonnie. And while all this was happening, she was watching his new, apprentice, his new work attendant, I don't know, a love interest. I'm interested with her, how this is going. But she's seen it all go down, so I'm definitely can't wait to see what the outcome of that is this episode. And then he locked her, the siren, up inside the armory. And while she was there, she was still controlling Damon. She made him go out, yeah. And I think she's going down a pecking order, trying to take out every single person that's been involved in his life at all, at any state. He ended up lying in the road, car pulled up, who gets out? Tyler. Damon couldn't stop himself, attacked him, bit him, don't know if he's dead, we'll find out now. It's really exciting, the fact that she can still control him. She's not even asked that she's locked up, she seems to be laughing, loving it, and she's still in full control. So, thanks for clicking on my video. If you guys enjoy it, please smash a like, it really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode. 750 BC, mate.
Tell me a story. A long time ago, in a village, lived a man. Cade could do something that no one else could. See into the minds of others. He was psychic, the first, and it was this power that would cost him his life.
The thing you imagine, brother, it isn't pure.
Cade had only wanted to help, but he had overstepped. And it was then that Cade came to know the thing inside men, that even his power had not been able to define. From that moment onward, evil men would be forever punished.
What is that, honestly?
I crashed at the armory. I figured I'd give you two some space.
Hey, you know what? I should probably get going. Lark and I have a little date with a siren.
I love you.
I love you too.
I thought I told you not to come in today. Well, actually, we're in the middle of a major project, so why don't you take the day off?
Major project? Sounds sketchy. Got a girl tied up in the basement?
I can only deal with one temptress at a time.
You Peter Maxwell?
Pete owns the place. I'm just a hired help.
To be honest, I'm not even the one that cares about finding your boss. There's a woman, and I use that term loosely, named Sybil.
Sounds like that gal screwing with your head.
You do get me, Lou. See, the catch is, between you and me, I'd probably kill for her. What's the worst thing you've ever done?
I murdered one of those wives I told you about.
Wow.
Made it look like an accident.
I was rooting for you, Lou. I really was. Get back to work.
Oh, he's gonna set himself on fire? That's mad.
The all-powerful siren, imprisoned by a fork.
Says the man who can be killed with a stick.
If this disrupts your psychic ability, then why is Damon still your puppet?
It's all Damon, Damon, Damon. Aren't you even a little curious about who I am? You like stories, don't you, Professor? A long time ago, in a little Mediterranean village, there was a girl. The fate of psychics was exile, which is how our poor, innocent, forsaken village girl ended up on a raft. But, abandoned though she was meant to be, alone she was not. Exiled together to one day become the siren. My sister will do anything for me.
Present tense?
Nanny or the one with the scar. Got to be one of those two. We're 3-4 episodes in now. Surely we're not going to drop someone new in that's not been dabbled in the story so far. So I'm going to say it's one of those. Now, okay, that was interesting. She'll do anything for her sister, same as Stefan will do anything for his brother. But that didn't tell me why she's here and the reason why she's doing things. Okay? So I understand the story, I like it. And I've enjoyed the flashback so far, and I get what she's saying. But she didn't give me any reason why she's here doing all these bad things, killing people. Now, that guy saying that he killed one of his wives is madness. Like, you never know, do you? You literally never know what anybody's done, the deep, dark secrets that people carry, man. That's why Damon's getting it out of them. But that was brutal. And in terms of Stefan then, fair play to him, mate. Do you not really care who I am? Nah, I don't, mate. I literally couldn't care less who you are. All I care about is Damon and how to get him. I love it. Literally love it.
Every single mythological interpretation of who I am mentions sirens.
Enough. Who is she?
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't move or I call the police.
Oh.
It's the intern.
Oh, the nanny.
Do you break into houses often?
I gotta get into Alaric's bed somehow.
Well, the call I'm about to make is probably even more embarrassing.
Boy.
I really wouldn't do that if I were you.
You must be Peter Maxwell.
Who the hell are you?
Damon Salvatore. If I just murdered your faithful manservant in cold blood, why would I have any problem murdering you? You ever meet a
What's he
girl
got to
named
ask
Sybil,
her?
about yay high, hot as hell, face rots off, and she doesn't feed on human flesh? I'm gonna make this as simple as I can. You have something Sybil wants, I'm gonna deliver it. All I consciously know is that it's a Maxwell family heirloom, but subconsciously, I'm pretty damn sure I'll know it when I see it.
Family's a bit of a sore spot with me.
Trust me, I know the feeling, man. Where's this box, Pete?
It's somewhere in the storage room.
It's Celine. You got this?
Now, despite enjoying each other's company, the girls had another constant companion.
Call out to them with me. Raise your voice, and your mind will soar out to me.
Help! Please! Over here! But the girl of the island knew better. She had done this before.
So you beached the ship?
Try annihilate it. Their sweet, sweet provisions would soon wash up on shore.
The tides were not in our favor today. This was all that washed up. Those sailors were from our village. The same men who banished us here to die.
One good sibling determined to live like a monk. One selfishly evil sibling willing to murder to satiate their hunger. So now here's the test. Which girl are you?
Where'd you get that watch?
Your son gave it to me. What difference does it make?
Considering that it's a family heirloom, quite a bit.
You're on my vein.
Dad.
Oh, Dad, mate.
All right, look, it's not that bad, okay?
But Damon,
What are
yeah.
you doing? I need you to drink his blood. Why? I'll explain later, but right now I need you to trust me, okay?
What just happened?
I told you I'll explain everything, but first I need to understand why Damon was trying to hurt you, okay? I'm sorry, but I promise if you go to the truck right now, I'll explain everything.
Your intern, Georgie. She broke into the house.
Wait, you what? Thanks for calling. I gotta call you back, okay? Georgie!
I'm here. Sorry.
Wait!
She insisted the island would nourish them, and when it didn't, her faith was shaken.
You kept luring ships into the rocks, killing for provisions.
Became a monster, all because her older sibling forced her to adopt her lifestyle, even if it meant killing and eating men to stay alive. Which girl are you?
Which girl are you, man? Literally. I feel like this is the one that wanted to live on the island and not feed of the people coming in the ships. I feel like Georgia is the badder one, even though right now the roles are flipped. I don't know if they're messing with our head or it's just blatantly obvious that it's her. But I'm just going to go with it. I'm going to go with my gut and I'm going to say that Georgie was the one that was getting the dead bodies and she was the one that didn't want to eat them.
He is my brother, and there's nothing you can do that will ever change that.
Is this back in the day?
Hey, sailor.
What did you do to me?
I'm in your head. Well, our head, kind of.
Oh, so is this where you attack my psyche?
The boss has other plans for you.
The boss.
Mm-hmm. For years, my sister and I lived as cannibals, one willingly, one blissfully ignorant, till I discovered this. My sister had buried the sailors she had murdered.
You're not the girl from the island, are
I
you?
knew it, mate.
You're the village girl.
My sister forced this existence on me. Which siren is your spirit animal?
Come on, man. Drop the act. We both know you're not gonna kill me. All I'm getting from you is desperation. I didn't know he was your dad. I always thought you were a bastard. Well, Tyler Lockwood's gonna be very sad.
Humanity or not, nobody'd forgive you for that. Last time I knew Tyler was up in
New York. Am I lying or being completely truthful when I tell you that I ripped into Tyler's throat last night, bleeding in the back of a green Mustang at the park and go off I-20?
If you hurt Tyler, I swear to God, I will kill you.
Do you know what, right? Gotta say it. Characters, when they get longer hair, I think they look so much better. I think Matt's hair looks so much better than it did in the earlier on. And like I said, I've been so consistent with the Stefan in the 1864. That haircut, longer, the best one. Damon's as well, the best. And you know what, right? I was a big fan of Tyler's beard last episode as well. Loved it. Good little character flick up. Now, I'm getting it. At least we're getting them in. I was saying it. Let's just bring them in. All the characters, the OGs, even if they're in it for a few episodes. Good twist that this guy that Damon went after, Matt's dad, you know, he didn't even know he was on Vervain. What does interest me is Damon said he compelled him to look for the item, but he was wearing Vervain, so he wasn't really compelled, so he wasn't really trying, was he? Do you know what I mean? Interesting. Now, Sybil, she's not the bad sister, and obviously Georgie is. Now, that is really interesting, because right now we're not seeing Georgie do anything, and I'm actually really interested in what is their plan, because Georgie's had this staff for time. She's physically had it. She had it in her hand. She's walked around with it. She could have took it, you know, if it was something of really, really importance. Why is she still giving it Rick and letting him walk around with it, take it to his house? She's literally been in possession of it loads. Why was she revealing her scar? Why did she clean that book for him to read it? Do you know what I mean? I'm intrigued with all of that.
I guess this is my Modern day version of a dead man's journal. No, the way out of here is through a tunnel system behind one of these walls. Anyway, to find that wall and pass through it, I have to deprive myself of sight and sound. Now,
Do you not tell me he's going to stab himself in the head?
nothing a little vampire blood can't fix on the B-side. At least that's what I keep telling myself, so.
Let's cutting his ears off. Oh, no, it's not. That's mad.
But I had to hear the truth from her mouth, so I confronted her. You should have seen the look on her face.
In the
Wait,
present.
you will. Stefan, you've met my sister. Celine.
Wait. It got me. It did. It fucking twisted me. It did, man. Well done. It's good stuff. So it obviously, the good stuff that it was good stuff. I did say it was one of the two girls. Now we went with Georgia. She did lock him up in that. Unless, okay, now I'm thinking she's compelled Georgie or something to lock Rick up to release her and not done it herself, which is good stuff. Fucking good twist. It obviously tricked me. I mean, I knew it was one of those two, and just the way they played it out, they made her look like the alpha in that confrontation. Grabbed her, you know, and then next time we seen her, she was locking Rick up. She had the staff. She took Stefan down. She got this one out. So then your mind just totally thinks, okay, it's definitely her. Do you know what I mean? Like, that is what that. Yeah. Just the way they played it out from the first interaction between each other made her kind of look like a sketchy person, made her not. And then what stemmed off it, we physically seen Georgie do all these actions, never even occurred to me that she's being forced to do it. And I'm so fascinated now. I can't believe I got tricked. But she's a bad one.
Alaric is trapped.
Pull over wherever you are and stay there. I will find you.
Will you tell the story?
It is called The Legend of Arcadius.
Guess it's time for Plan B.
Plan B always sucks.
Do you reckon he's going to find it? Yeah, it's fine.
Beautiful.
Celine is the other siren?
What's more shocking? That she secretly fed me human flesh? Or that she's now masquerading as a friggin' nanny?
Oh man, I'm so fucking intrigued.
She turned you into a cannibal against your wishes.
And who exactly is my sister?
I don't know. Why didn't you escape?
And leave you with such a dramatic cliffhanger? I'm not that evil. Are you an island girl or a village girl? The victim who tried for years not to feed on human blood? Or are you the monster who sealed his brother's fate the day you forced him to turn?
Can you not be one and turn into the other?
When I learned the truth about what my sister had done,
Tried to kill
I
herself.
threw myself off the cliffs. As I lay dying, I prayed, but God never answered me. He did.
My beautiful, broken children.
My sister. Can you help her?
She made a deal with Cade. We feast on the flesh to keep us beautiful, and he collects the souls of the wicked. He's the answer to all your problems, Stefan.
See, right, it's tight on her. Do you know what I think? Like, she was kind of forcing. It's just mad. Like, they done a really good job in telling a story about two different people in two different times, in two different ways, yet using the same analogies and the same situations to kind of tie it in to the exact same story as Damon and Stefan. It's mad because obviously the stories are totally completely different, but it's the same. It is the same. Like, Stefan took Damon's life away from him the way her sister took her life away from her. Without a choice, they'd become these people that they didn't want to be. Now, I'm not going to blame Stefan, because we've been through all this, and I think obviously Damon loves being a vampire, but she might hate being who she is, and she's going around killing people. She seems like she don't like it. But it's a tough one. It actually is. Like, who is Stefan? Like, is he the girl that come to the island, or is he the one already on the island? Now, personally, before she threw that counter at him, saying that you're the one that turned him into the one that he doesn't want to be, do you know what I mean? Like, you're the one feeding the people towards your brother. It's mad, because I would have said that he was the good one. He was the one trying to live, tried to not hurt people, the same as the girl on the island. And Damon was the one that was running around killing people like she was. But then she countered it so good that it made me think, oh yeah, Stefan might be that person actually. But Stefan was right. He is both of them. I even said that. He was one and now he's the other. Like, so if anything, he's both. Apparently he's worth it. Arcadius. I don't know anything about religions. I'm assuming all this stuff is based on like real stuff. So is this somebody called, what was her name again? Sybil. If I read the history books, is there someone called Sybil, like Lucifer, like Arcadius? I'm assuming all these are real people. Now, I don't know anything about heaven, hell, religion, nothing. So it's all new to me. I didn't even know what a siren was. Literally, the only siren I know is in the car when it's chasing people, a police van, a fire engine, or an ambulance. Do you know what I mean? Like, so to me, it's all new stuff.
Hell, the devil, none of it exists.
How do you not believe that, Stefan?
Did you believe in vampires before you fell in love with one and became one yourself? Loose a psychic blast so powerful that it created its own world. It's where he waits for you, Stefan.
I'm trying to help my brother.
This is about you. A fate befitting the glorious Ripper of Monterey.
That was almost 100 years ago. I'm not that person anymore. Maybe I do deserve it. But Damon doesn't, because I made him what he is.
I reached into his mind and gave him a look at what awaits him, and even that little spoonful was enough to make him flip his little humanity switch. And soon you will too.
Oh, it's death now.
Vampires are real. They feed on human blood and can even control people if they want to. A glass of Vervain every day keeps the vampires at bay. It's something your great-grandmother used to say when she was making tea. Matt, I don't expect you to forgive me for abandoning you. I had my reasons at the time.
Is it a full moon? Oh, it's dead. It's mad because season 1 I really wanted him to die, innit? Now I'm like, I don't mind Tyler.
The intern. Where's my sister? She told me to tell you, piss off. She doesn't need your help.
In this case, I really do have to kill the messenger.
Send Kate my regards. What are you doing?
She can't see her. Right, okay. She's been sucked away. Everybody got sucked away. Mate, if we tie it up with the Catherine getting sucked away and we get Catherine back or something, I'd be excited. Now, she just said, give Cade whatever, my regards. I'm saying that she's not fully dead. This girl, Georgia, is not out of the show completely. That's what I'm saying. Now, what's interesting is that she's been dead once and she's back. Now, I want to know. See, these little things. I need to know why she's got a connection to the mark on the staff, to the mark on her, to the mark in the book. It can't just be like it's a coincidence. And I would like it to play out furthermore. Like, because she's been to hell before, is that reason why she's got the mark? She's been to hell, she's brought back to the present. She's been marked. The staff was in hell, it's in the present, it's been marked. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, the interesting thing is about her there is that, yeah, okay, we did have the story from Sybil about them eating people on the island, but it was like just eating the flesh of the people to survive, you know. In situations like that, it's a tough one. I would never judge. Say, like, if I was on an island, yeah, literally dying, and I had no food, mate, if we started eating people, yeah, obviously it sounds absolutely savage. Like, I'm not saying, yeah, let's go around eating people, but if you're on your last legs, right, and the only thing left is that, I wouldn't blame you for doing it. But in terms of being in the present, living, walking around, it's crazy that she's still hooked on eating the humans. Now, obviously, Sybil does it by killing them, and I'm guessing... do you know what? I never even thought about it. When they kill them, has she been eating them? I don't know. Obviously, she did say that when they die, you know, she has to kill them, send the souls to Cade, and then that's how she stays good looking, beautiful. Do you know what I mean? But this one killed her and then started scranning her. You know what I mean? Having a good little chunk out of her, having a good little scran. So, I'm interested. Why has she infiltrated Rick? These two twins have got to be key. And I said that I wanted them to be the key to something, and I still want them to be it. It would be so good if we somehow integrate them into the story to save the day. Now, Rick stabbed himself in the ears, which is crazy. I do like the fact that Georgie's died and she's on the other side, so to speak, and watching her kill her body when she gets sucked away. To me, that just is really fascinating. And that is going to wrap up today's episode. Again, personal opinion, it's been great. I think it's been really good this season. I'm actually really enjoying it. To be honest, the last few seasons I think have been really good. Now, I think that they've been very much different to the first few seasons, where I thought it was loads of high action, loads of chaos, and now I feel like the last few seasons have been loads of interactions, like giving you loads of information. You're constantly guessing, working stuff out, and I love that. Like, I actually do. Like, I love comedies. I love action. And I love, stuff where I use my brain, consistently using it. So, like, shows where everybody's fighting, love it, mate. Shows where I'm absolutely laughing, absolutely love it, clearly. That's why Cobra Kai's good. It's got a good mix. And then, obviously, like, shows that are constantly doing stuff and you're guessing how you're getting out of that. What's happening? Is that the right character? Who is it? Is it Georgia? Is it the nanny? What's going on? Gets me hooked. You know why? Because I'm not just sat here just like... The whole time I'm thinking, what's going on? Who is who? How interesting is this? Is Stefan the person that she was saying? Is Stefan the one that was sent to the island, or is Stefan the one that was on the island? Do you know what I mean? At first I would say Stefan's definitely the one that was sent there, and Damon was the one already on the island. And then she was like, yeah, but you're the one that transitioned Damon, and the one that was on the island was the one that started feeding me the blood, and she was the one that made me who I am, and you're the one that made Damon who he is. And then you're like... Okay, oh, bloody hell, mate. She's made a good point there. Never even considered it, and now she's countered me. What is Stefan? Stefan's like, I'm the middleman. I'm both. I'm like, tell you what, Stefan, you are both. Good answer. But again, do you know what I mean? Damon, yeah, okay, he's going around doing all this stuff. He actually did kill Tyler. I thought, that he didn't actually kill him, but he actually has, which is very interesting. Like I said, though, it didn't really have much impact because Tyler's been absent for quite a while now. He's been quite absent, and I just think that I would have personally liked the last episode, everybody just to be there in the present, walking around, and just like a good final send-off to everybody, but we didn't do that. I like that we got Matt in. Like I said, I'm not a big massive fan of Matt, but it's good seeing the characters. I think they do deserve it all to be in the final season, and they twisted it again, man. Absolutely twisted it. I thought Georgie was the bad one because the way they played it out, I mean, I absolutely guessed it was one of those two. I just knew it. I said, mate, we're 4 episodes in. There's only, 12 episodes left. We're not going to integrate a new person into the cast yet. It's going to be somebody that's already been dabbled into us already. Now, like I said, the way they worked it, they made it look like it was Georgia, the way she broke into the house, the way she was being sketchy, taking the book, the way she was the one that grabbed the hand, and then next time we seen her, she was the one putting the syringe in Stefan, closing the door. She was one stood at the thing when she said, I guess I underestimated my sister. Sorry. So just my focus just went instantly on her. I just thought it was her. And then they twisted it again, man. Literally, pulled me in, pushed me away, mate, and twisted us. Literally, it was so good. I can't believe it's the nanny. So, like, she just told the story to the 2 kids. And, Stefan has obviously been told the story as well from Sybil, but then she, like, made him forget, which is actually really interesting. She said the only way that he can save Damon is by going down and beating Cade, which I think is interesting. Like, does Stefan have to willingly die so he gets sent to hell, and then when he's in hell he defeats him and then it saves the day? Do you know what I mean? I thought it was quite funny that Stefan didn't think hell was like a real thing, when I mean that to me sounds like the most sane thing in this show considering all the stuff that goes on. So I thought that was quite funny. And obviously, like I said with the Damon thing, like, the guy she said he's seen hell, he's seen what's in store for him, his arse has fell out, he's shitting it, that he turned it off instantly, and he's just like, right, fuck it, I'm just doing whatever it is to please you so I don't get sent here, which again I think is quite fascinating. Now I'm really excited to see what Stefan does, because he will do anything for his brother, and I think that if push comes to shove and he has to go to hell to fight Cade, I think he will do. Now I can't believe, right, that Cade actually got burned because he was trying to help a guy not have mad feelings about, like, a young kid. Do you know what I mean? All them defo deserve to go to hell. Every single person that burned him in there. Don't even blame him for making that hell. The guy's a madman. I thought he would have been a good man, taking out the bad people, which technically he is, Sybil's on this earth to take out the bad people. Now, I wouldn't mind that, but she's taking out anyone, and just anyone that's just done, like, something that's not perfect in their life, she takes them out. Where she's actually going around and killing all these bad people, like the guy who said that he killed one of his wives, that's acceptable. That is acceptable if he's going to punish him, kill that guy. Don't kill the person that said that she slept with a friend's mate 8 times. And okay, the guy did steal his grand's cancer meds, but yeah, they're bad, but not like go to hell bad. You know, like you need to be a bit more. Take out the bad people, the murderers, like that dude that was thinking about that kid. Them people need to go. Do you know what I'm saying? So this episode got me interested, actually, because I actually thought Sybil was a bitch and all that, and now I've watched this and get a bit more information. I'm actually really intrigued now. I wouldn't say my opinion's changing her, but I'm more like open to listening to her and to seeing how we play out. Like, she's just doing stuff. I feel like I was right. She has to kill people to stay alive. So I feel like she's just doing stuff to stay alive. Do you know what I mean? Like, and does she actually want to do it? I actually don't know. I feel like she dislikes it now after reading, like, after listening to it. So, I mean, it's just definitely got me intrigued for the next episode. I can't wait. I can't believe they killed Georgia. I want her to come back. Or at least shows her in hell or something. So give us some correlation between the tattoo, the book, and the trident. Really excited. Thanks for watching my video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash a like. Really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.